What's up, everybody? It's your man, KJ the Great, dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's get to it. All right, you guys. So today we have confirmation of the fight that is supposed to take place between undisputed lightweight champion Devin the Dream Haney. 29 wins, no losses, no draws, 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He'll be taking on VASILY Lomachenko, who is 17 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins coming by way of knockout. The fight date and everything was already targeted for May 20th. Now we got confirmation of that date, and also we have confirmation of the venue. It'll be at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Excuse me. Now we all know Devin Haney. He's coming off of back-to-back wins over George Kambosos Jr. He went to Australia to fight for Undisputed. Then he went back to Australia to defend his Undisputed titles, which he did both times in unanimous decisions. The second fight, you watch the difference between the first fight. Devin Haney, he was sitting down on his punches better. Fighting better. From the first fight, there was a lot of complaining from Kambosos and his team about Devin Haney holding a little bit or a lot, whatever the case is. He came and he showed, that he can do better than he did the first time, and he sat down on his punches, like I said before. They both were cutting each other up. If you watch Kambosos, he just really was. I don't know what kind of game plan he had, but he was switching a lot, and it just wasn't working. Devin Haney, we all know he has a very high ring IQ. He's very skilled. He has fast hands. He can move really well. A really good sharp jab. Now you go back. Now we'll talk about Lomachenko. We all know that Lomachenko spent some time out of the ring due to the unfortunate events that took place over in the Ukraine. Prayers to everybody over there. But he got the okay to come back and start training. And when he got the okay to come back and start training, he took on Jermaine Ortiz. He got a unanimous decision in that fight. I watched that fight myself. I personally didn't believe he won that fight. I believe it was probably a split decision or a draw, split decision in Jermaine Ortiz's favor. But nonetheless, you know how things go in sports. You know how things go in the sport of boxing. I personally, like I said, I thought it was a draw, or Jermaine Ortiz did just enough to get the win. That's my opinion. That was last year in 2022. Before that, his last fight was in 2021. Before the events that took place, he fought Rich Kami. He got a unanimous decision in that fight. He looked good in that one, but I guess with his age, he is 35 years old, and being out of the ring for an extended period of time, ring rust showed up. That's why I believe he ultimately lost against Jermaine Ortiz, even though he won. Now, this fight with Devin Haney, he has been calling out Lomachenko for some time now, for some years now. Devin Haney stated in an interview recently, he should have took the fight back then when he was younger, and people said, he's probably too green to fight Lomachenko, because he said he's going to try to do more damage than what he could have did back then. At that point, when Devin Haney was calling out Lomachenko, Lomachenko was, I believe, unified, or the WBC lightweight champion at the time. But I believe he was unified, and that saw Devin Haney go the WBC franchise route. If you guys want to know what that is, you can go back down in some videos. I got it. I explain it. It's in my videos. And when he got the WBC franchise title, Lomachenko eventually went on. He lost to Teofimo Lopez, and Teofimo Lopez he lost a split decision to George Kambosos, and George Kambosos obviously lost to Devin Haney. See how things just came full circle with that. A lot of people were saying, like, why would Devin Haney call out Lomachenko at this point. It's, you know, he said it was one of those fights that he wants and he's always wanted. You know, people even now with 2 losses put Lomachenko on a pedestal of, you know, of all-time greatness. It seems like, you know, comparing him to Ali at times. And sometimes you could say rightfully so. He had a very, very extensive amateur career. So that's why his age is where it's at, and his record doesn't tell the full story of where he's at skill-wise. But we all know Lomachenko is a highly skilled fighter. When he's performing at a high level, great jab, great footwork, takes angles, cuts the ring off really well. He can fight on the back foot. We've seen him come forward. He can do just about everything you can think of, which is why I think if he comes out like that, I think this will be an interesting fight with Devin Haney. But due to him being out of the ring for so long, his age, I do believe those things will play a factor in this fight. I do believe Devin Haney could be looking at getting a stoppage over Lomachenko, maybe a 9th or 10th round stoppage. I'm saying that just basically, you know, you base it off of their last performances and where they seem to be at. And that's why I say you look at Devin Haney's last performance, he looked really great. He was really good over Kambosos. And it's not to say, you know, take anything away from Kambosos. We know Kambosos isn't where Lomachenko is, but Devin Haney just looked a class or 2 above in those fights. You look at, just like I said a while ago, look at the Jermaine Ortiz fight. Lomachenko didn't look like himself. He didn't look like the Lomachenko who was the unified champ. He didn't look like that. So I believe Devin Haney could be on the verge of getting a 9th or 10th round stoppage in this fight. So that's my prediction, May 20th. Let's just hope and pray that both camps go well and nobody gets injured en route to this fight. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Instagram at All Sports Media TV. Follow me on my other Instagram at KJ-the-Great-09. I appreciate you guys for all your follows, all your shares, likes, all your comments. I appreciate everything. Thank you guys. Peace.